Life has a weird way of working out, doesn't it? Sometimes you'll get exactly what you want, other times you won't. Sometimes YouTube decides, hey, this is content made for kids. And then actively ignores all of my attempts to say, no, it's not for kids, but whatever. When I get angry, I often spend my money, and when I do spend my money, it's often on stupid crap. So here we are, buying more Yu-Gi-Oh cards. I bought two different decks. As you can see, both are based on one of the Egyptian god cards. For those of you unaware, if you did not watch Yu-Gi-Oh! Prior to any of the animes, the Egyptian god cards were slated to be the three most powerful cards in the game. Then by the time Konami got sunk their teeth into them, they were basically extremely watered down, except for Obelisk the Tormentor, but we'll worry about that when we get to it. I got two structure decks that we could take a look at. This one is the one based on Slifer the Sky Dragon. Here's a list of all the cards that are going to be in the deck. I'm going to show them off, obviously. Don't forget to download Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Links. I have already. Leave me alone. How am I going to open this? Alright, hold on 1 second. Take a look at Obelisk's beautiful mug for a minute. Or just go black screen, see if I... Oh, okay. There you go. Whatever. Oh, there you go. That works. I was hoping not to damage the cardboard, but that'll do. I love that these decks still come with the playmats. I do enjoy that. Ooh, and this one's a dual one for Slifer and one for Obelisk. Take a good look at that. Look at that. That's a good playmat right there. It's got all the places you need. That's freaking cool. Alright, so let's take a look at the deck itself. First up is, of course, Slifer the Sky Dragon. Yeah, guys, I know I still haven't figured out how to open these with just one hand. And I probably never will, but you guys are here for me anyway. I hope. I hope you're not just here for, oh, I want to see that formerly super fat guy open up Yu-Gi-Oh cards. Yeah, I'm not super fat anymore. I'm just fat now. Thank you, Atkins Diet. Oh, you dirty rat. Alright. Figures. Half of this video is going to be in pitch darkness. I may as well just open up the Obelisk deck while I'm at it. There we go. Thank you, eyeglass cleaner. No, eyeglass repair kit thing. There we go. Now you go here. I'm probably going to need you in a few minutes. So let's take a good look at all the cards in this deck. Obviously, Slifer the Sky Dragon is the first one. Requires 3 tributes to be normal summoned. Cannot be normal set. This card's normal summon cannot be negated. When it's normal summoned, cards and effects cannot be activated. Once per turn during the end phase, if this card was special summoned, send it to the graveyard. It gains 1,000 attack and defense for each card in your hand. If a monster is normal summoned to your opponent's field in attack position, that monster loses 2,000 attack, and if its attack becomes 0, you can destroy it. So not a terrible card. Definitely, I'd say not as good as Obelisk the Tormentor, which has a guaranteed good attack power, but still. Oh, we'll take a look at that one. That's one of the genuine super cards there. Then we also have Soul Crossing here. During the main phase, immediately after this effect resolves, tribute summon 1 Divine Beast monster. When you do, you can tribute a monster your opponent controls, even though you do not control them. But if you tribute summon this way, apply this effect. Until the end of the next turn after this card resolves, you can only activate 1 card or effect per turn, not counting the effects of Divine Beasts. That's interesting. Nice way to try to get those cards out. I was kind of hoping that these decks would be the Sacred Beast cards, but, well. And here's the new card, Thunder Force Attack. This card's activation and effect cannot be negated. If you control a monster whose original name is Slifer the Sky Dragon, destroy as many face-up monsters your opponent controls as possible. Then, if you activated this card during your main phase, you can apply the following effect. Draw cards equal to the number of monsters destroyed by this effect and sent to your opponent's graveyard. Also, you can only attack with 1 monster this turn. You can only activate this once per turn. So this is a perfect way to use Slifer the Sky Dragon, which is cool. And, another one. Millennium Seeker. Spellcaster. Look at that. Look at that, as he's a cool little Egyptian guy. When you take 1,000 or more battle or effect damage, you can special summon this card from your hand. You can target one monster in your opponent's GY, except the monster with question mark attack. Your opponent can choose one monster from your deck, except the monster with question mark attack. If they choose not to, or if the targeted monster is higher attack than the chosen monster, special summon the targeted monster to your field, and if you do, shuffle the chosen monster back into your deck. Otherwise, your opponent adds the chosen monster to the hand. You can only use the effect of Millennium Seeker once per turn. Coolio. Those are our 4 cool... Oh, we got a few more. Wow. This is a nice deck there. A lot of super rares now. Ultimate Divine Beast. When an opponent's monster declares an attack, you can discard one spell or trap card, then target one Divine Beast monster in your graveyard. Special summon it in defense position, then change the attack target to it. During the end phase, if you control a Divine Beast monster, you can destroy all face-up cards your opponent controls that activated their effects on the field this turn. You can only use each effective Ultimate Divine Beast once per turn. Interesting little trap card there. Tellus the Little Angel. If this card is sent from the monster zone to the GY, you can special summon one Tellus Wing token. While you control a Tellus Wing token, you can banish this card from your GY and add one spell card from your hand. Special summon 2 Tellus Wing tokens. Also, you cannot special summon for the rest of this turn except from your hand. You can only use each effect of Tellus the Little Angel once per turn. There you go. Nice little package of cards there. We still got 2 more foils, so that's cool. Reactor Slime. During your main phase, you can activate this effect. Special summon 2 slime tokens. I guess this is supposed to be the jam breeding machine thing that never worked out properly. Also, you cannot normal summon or special summon monsters for the rest of this turn, except Divine Beast monsters. During the battle phase, quick effect, you contribute this card. Set 1 Metal Reflect Slime from your hand, deck, or GY. It can be activated this turn. You can only use each effect of Reactor Slime once per turn. And then last but most certainly not least, one of the prior to things most broken cards in existence, Harpy's Feather Duster, destroys all spell and traps cards your opponent controls. I don't think this is banned now because it's not a quick play spell, but it's still pretty damn potent. Especially in something like Duel Links. We have Breaker the Magical Warrior, Beast King Barbaros, the Nine-Tailed Fox, which is a good card I've used a lot of in Duel Links in my zombie decks. Phantom Sky Blaster. We got Card Guard. Caligo Clawcrow. Electromagnetic Turtle. Breaker the Dark Magical Warrior. Scapegoat. Arima the Wicked Warden. Arima the Wicked Warden. And look, another Arima the Wicked Warden. Cool. Please don't fall. I don't need you to fall right now. Duke Shade the Sinister Shadow Lord. Clock Wyvern. Pretty decent card. Tenyi Spirit Vishuddha. And then we got the rest of our spells and traps, which should be fun to go through. Swords of Revealing Light, a classic. Monster Reborn, a classic. Book of Moon, a classic. Enemy Controller. Oh my god, look at all these cards. Pot of Avarice, which is an upgraded version of Pot of Greed. March of the Monarchs. Supply Squad. Card Advance. The True Name. One-Time Passcode. Lair of Darkness. Draw of Fate. Mirror Force, another formerly amazing card. Reckless Greed. The Golden Apples. I feel like this card just got released into Duel Links too. Back to the Front. And then we've got ad cards. One for Master Duel. one for Dual Links, and one for the new structure, the new booster pack, Cyberstorm Access. Coolio. Let me just rearrange these. Make them look a little bit more presentable. You've seen darkness for like at least 30% of this video, and I do feel bad about that. Let me put those add cards on the bottom. We'll put the rest of the cards here. And rather than pick the phone up just to put it back down, we're going to do one more unboxing. I don't need to use the show you guys the second one because it's the exact same one from the looks of it. The card thing. And let me... Where'd I put it? Here you are. Perfection. It's good because Obelisk the Tormentor is actually, of the Egyptian god cards, the most usable of them. I guess because, I don't know. Slifer in the anime was always the weakest one. Obelisk was definitely mid-tier, and Ra was supposedly the most powerful, but let's move those ad cards to the back so we don't have to keep looking at them. They're ugly mugs. And here we are, Obelisk the Tormentor. The Egyptian god card that COPPA used in the anime. 4,000 attack, 4,000 defense. Like Slifer, it requires 3 tributes to summon. This card's normal summon cannot be negated. When normal summon, cards and effects can't be activated. Neither player can target this card with card effects. That is the big one. Slifer does not have that. Ra does not have that. Only Obelisk does, which is why it's, in many ways, the only truly usable of the Egyptian gods. Once per turn during your end phase, if this card was special summoned, send it to the GY. You contribute 2 monsters to destroy all monsters your opponent controls. This card cannot declare an attack the turn this effect is activated. So yeah, Obelisk the Tormentor. The one that COPPA used, and probably the one that everybody would have loved to have the most of, because, I mean, Slifer's cool and all, but come on, come on, look at that guy. Look at that jacked up guy. Alright, so we got Soul Crossing again. Interesting. Instead of the Thunder Force attack, we have Fist of Fate. This card's activation and effect cannot be negated. If you control a monster whose original name is Obelisk the Tormentor, negate the effects of one effect monster your opponent controls, and if you do, destroy it. And if you do that, for the rest of this turn, the effects of that monster are negated, as well as the activated effects and effects on the field of monsters with the same original name. Then, if you activated this card during your main phase, you can apply this effect. Destroy all spells and trap cards your opponent controls. So, its own super... Harpy's Feather Duster, which is probably why they don't have it in this one. We don't have Divine Evolution in this deck. Oh, in Slifer's deck. Okay, let's see. This card's activation cannot be negated. Choose one monster you control whose original type is Divine Beast or whose original name is the Wicked Avatar, the Wicked Deadroot, or the Wicked Eraser. Except the monster whose monsters already affected by Divine Evolution. It gains 1,000 attack and defense. Its effect activations and its activated effects cannot be negated. Also, it gains the following effect. When this card declares an attack, you can make your opponent send one monster they control to the GY, their choice. Not bad. Alright, next up, Level Resist Wall. If a monster you control is destroyed by battle or an opponent's card effect, to target one of those monsters, special summon monsters from your deck and defense position, so their combined levels equal the level of the monster, but negate their effects. You can only activate one level resist wall once per turn. That's not bad. Not bad at all. Angel 01, I think it is. You can special summon this card from your hand by revealing one level 7 or higher monster from your hand. You can only special summon Angel 01 once per turn this way. While you control this special summon card, you contribute summon one level 7 or higher monster in attack position during your main phase in addition to your normal summoner set. You can only gain this effect once per turn. Mare. That is a terrifying looking monster. Seahorse thing. Oh, it's a worm. Okay. Cannot be special summoned except by the effect of a worm monster. During your main phase, you can reduce this card's level by 1. If you do, special summon 1 mini mare token. Worm, water, 300 attack, 200 defense. You can only use this effect once per turn. It's not terrible. And a second copy of Heartbeast Feather Duster for, like, literally no reason. One thing I don't get is Slifer's deck is mostly about keeping Slifer powerful. This one's mostly just about getting Obelisk out. Because, look, 3 copies of Nimble Momonga, which, if you guys don't recall from my Eternal Duelist Soul LP, let me move some things so I can move this deck thing back and we can put the normal cards here. Nimble Momongas were what Kaiba used in the Eternal Duelist Soul to basically get out monsters he could use to tribute summon and keep his life points up, all to get out the Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon via Cyberstein. But whatever. Bazu the Soul Eater, which I remember being a freaking all-powerful card back in the day. And is that a Cyber Dragon? That is Cyber Dragon. What is Cyber Dragon doing here? Son of a bitch, it is in the deck. That is... I didn't even look at that in the back. Oh my god. Cyber Dragon. We all know I know about Cyber Dragon cards. Holy guacamole. We've got Hardened Armed Dragon. It's not treated as an armed dragon, which is fine. Super Nimble Mega Hamster. You can special summon 1 level 3 or lower beast monster from your deck in face down defense position. Cool. Goes with the Nimble Momonga cards. Evil Swarm Mandragora. Cool. Ooh, Photon Saber Tiger. I've been using Photon decks recently in, in Duel Links. They've been out for a while, but I'm just starting to get into them, and they're actually pretty decent, too. Photon Saber Tiger is one of the weakest ones of those, but who knows. Evil Swarm Salamandra. Ra's Disciple, which is important for tribute summoning a bunch of Divine Beast cards, including Ra, obviously, and Obelisk and Slifer. Unmasked Dragon, which is a worm. It's not a dragon. Nimble Beaver. Oh, that's another one that's about that. That's cool. Condemned Witch. Gizmek Uka, the Festive Fox of Fecundity? Or Fecundity? Fecundity sounds like a slur, so I'm going to go Fecundity. And Gizmek Makami, the Ferocious Fanged Fortress. Cool. And then we've got Brain Control. Monster Reborn, Different Dimension Capsule, another Pot of Avarice, Double Summon, which is 2 normal summons per turn. Ooh, the Forbidden cards. Forbidden Chalice, Forbidden Lance, Forbidden Dress, Supply Squad, the Monarch Stormforth, Call of the Haunted, Cloning, and Drowning Mirror Force, which is another card I use a lot, or I used to use a lot. But there you have it. We got Slifer and we've got Obelisk. In my humble opinion, Slifer the Sky Dragon's deck is good, but Obelisk's is better. I know they'll probably never make a Winged Dragon of Ra deck, but if they do, I will be curious to pick it up. Can't tell you when the next dual Yu-Gi-Oh thing will pop up next, so I just do them as they come. So thank you guys for joining me. I'm your friendly neighborhood N-Man64, and stay tuned, stay classy, all that other crap I usually say in these. See ya!